You know, it's going great. The success of the campaign has far exceeded our expectations. We've raised over $43 million in the first 2 months, and that's a much bigger number than we thought we'd be sitting on right now. Vaught Hemingway Capital Gift Agreements, or CGAs as we've been calling them, are really far along. We're just shy of $30 million, which is 67% towards a goal of $45 million for our Vaught Hemingway CGAs. Our arena CGAs for the new arena, we've sold over 700 new premium club seats, raising $10.8 million towards our goal of $20 million. All of that information is available on the website forwardtogetherrebels.com under Follow the Build. We're going to update that continuously. We really want our donors to understand exactly how we're raising this money and how we're going to get this campaign accomplished. Philanthropic giving is right where we thought we'd be. We have a goal of $50 million. We've raised $3 million in the first 2 months. It takes years to raise tens of millions of dollars, and we're coming off of the Vaught Society initiative where we raised over $11 million in the last 2 years. Overall, we just couldn't be more excited about how successful the campaign's been. You know, we have a new initiative we'd like to talk about, the Builders Circle, which is a 7-figure commitment that could be spread over up to 10 years that we're really focusing on individuals or corporations. We're going to limit it to 20 opportunities, and our Builder Circle donors are going to be honored in a very prominent way, both in the north end zone as well as the arena. You know, most importantly, we're so grateful for folks that have stepped up, and Ole Miss donors and our alums have been generous for a long time, and we really put an aggressive plan out there, an aggressive campaign, and they're stepping up in a big way. We've had thousands of donors step up and make their commitments towards this campaign, and we expect more in the coming months and years.
I appreciate their approach to this point, very businesslike. We haven't had to coach effort, and as a coach, it allows you to put all your energies on laying the foundation of what your team is going to be about. As we've been into this now about a week, we're starting to see an identity emerge from this group. We're mixing the old with the new. We've got 7 of our 13 scholarship players are new to the program this year. So it's been a lot of teaching. Kids' attitude, kids' approach have been tremendous, and we're looking forward to seeing how this team continues to develop. I think we've got a number of different guys that can emerge. First, you start with your seniors, and the guy that's been in our program more so than anyone, Terrence Henry. You know, when we recruited Terrence, we felt like he had an opportunity to be an all-league caliber player, and now as he's going into his senior year, we're seeing that on a day-in and day-out basis, a kid that's really ready to take the next step in his involvement. Reginald Buckner, a kid that was on the all-defensive SEC team as a junior, the best shot blocker in the history of our program, is starting to emerge from a consistency standpoint, and we're looking for a breakout junior season out of him. Last year, Dundrekus Nelson certainly showed very, very capable of being an explosive offensive player for us. Had 30 points, which was an Ole Miss freshman record at Auburn at the end of the season, started the last 7 regular season games, and he's a kid that as he goes into his sophomore year, we're expecting to have a big season. You bring Murphy Holloway back into the equation, a kid that got 10 and 8 as a sophomore 2 years ago. I think the pieces are in place for a big season.
It's been a fun group to work with. We have our challenging days because of our youth. But for the most part, I've really enjoyed working with these kids because they play so hard, up-tempo, high-octane, led by Valencia McFarland. And to our surprise, a kid named Amber Singletary, who came from us from Maryland as a late sign, and she has blazing speed, much like Valencia. She's a freshman, so she'll have to learn to keep us under control, but we're going to play fast. So it's going to be a fun team to watch. Nikki Bird should have a big year for us, as well as Latasha Laws, who's a senior. And Whitney Hamath is coming back this year after a knee injury. So that in combination with some of our really talented freshmen, sophomores, we have, you know, Tia Fowleroo is about a 6-foot forward with guard skills. We have Danielle McCray, who was a Florida Player of the Year. She'll be the quiet assassin. Mo Jackson, a big freshman out of Alabama, is also, she'll be just beastly. She likes physical play. To go along with our sophomores as well. Courtney Marborough, I mean, we could name a lot of different players because they've just made so much improvement. Having an opportunity to go play in Canada really helped us tremendously. It helped them bond, number one, but it also helped them understand the speed at which a collegiate team plays and how important it is to play as a group. So we learned a lot of lessons on the Canadian trip. I am very appreciative to the loyal Ole Miss faithful
a group of people who understand that this is the next step as it relates to the continual evolvement of our program. Tad Smith Coliseum has been a great home court advantage for us over the years, but we all realize that we're dealing with a dated facility, a facility that needs to change if the game day experience is going to change, and we're making strides to make that dream a reality.
Well, obviously it's helped us in recruiting, and people know that we're vested in our programs. And as I've said before, today players want everything now. It's perception as much as it is anything else, and by putting this campaign together, raising the funds, getting the money, we're showing that the Rebel Nation can come together and build nice facilities and then allow our athletes and our students to have access to the best of everything.